for NISP. Dr. Mayank Pandey, sir, convener of the Environment Committee and SABI, and coordinator of the R&D and Climate Cell. Ms. Rimi Jain, ma'am, convener of the Institution's Innovation Council, and Dr. Meenakshi Yadav, ma'am, convener of the Commerce Association. We extend a heartfelt welcome to each one of you to this insightful webinar on the topic Safe and Trusted AI and the role of artificial intelligence in SDG 7. It is also a privilege to warmly welcome our distinguished speaker, Dr. Ashutosh Sir, whose expertise and valuable insights will greatly enrich today's session. We are truly honored to have you with us and we look forward to an engaging and enlightening discussion. To begin the session on an auspicious note, we shall start with the Gayatri Mantra.
We would now like to invite Shivani to kindly recite the Gayatri Mantra.
Om Bhurbhuva Swaha Tatsavitulvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Om Bhurbhuva Swaha Tatsavitulvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Om Bhurbhuva Swaha Tatsavitulvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat.
Thank you, Shivani, for that soulful recitation. Now I would like to request to play the PGDAV Gan, which truly captures the cultural essence of our college.
PGDAV सांध्य को आओ नमन करें, PGDAV सांध्य को आओ नमन करें। संगम है यह परंपरा और अधुनातन शिक्षा का, परिसर है यह वेद और विज्ञान की समीक्षा का। ज्ञान की पावन गंगा से दोषों का दमन करे, PGDAV सांध्य को आओ नमन करें। यह अनुपम विचार भूमि है दयानंद स्वामी की, आर्य समाज के उन्नत मस्तक के प्रण अनुगामी की। त्याग समर्पण और मूल्य शुचिता का गमन करें, PGDAV सांध्य को आओ नमन करें। वेद रचाए नित नित इस सुरम्य उपवन में, यज्ञ निरंतर हो पवित्र वाणी हो इस आंगन में। पावन समिधा से अधर्म का मिलकर दमन करें, PGDAV सांध्य को आओ नमन करें। देता शुभ आशीष सभी को यह महाविद्यालय, प्रेम भरे संस्पर्श देव के यह पावन देवालय। ऐसा है संकल्प सभी के दुखों का शमन करे, PGDAV सांध्य को आओ नमन करें, PGDAV सांध्य को आओ नमन करें।
Now we would like to call Dr. Meenakshi Yadav ma'am for the formal introduction of today's speaker.
Thank you, Vandit. Good morning, everyone. Good noon. It gives me immense pleasure to formally introduce our distinguished speaker, Dr. Ashutosh Kumar Dubey ji. I welcome you, sir. Sir is an associate professor in the Department of Computer Science at the Chitkara University School of Engineering and Technology, Himachal Pradesh, India. He completed his postdoctoral research at the Ingenium Research Group Lab, Universidad de Castilla-La Mancha, Ciudad Real, Spain. He is a senior member of IEEE and ACM and has more than 17 years of teaching experience. Dr. Dubey has authored and edited 20 books and has published over 100 articles in reputed international journals and conference proceedings. His research interests include machine learning, renewable energy, health informatics, nature-inspired algorithms, cloud computing, large language models, and big data. We are truly honored to have you with us today, sir, and we thank you for accepting our invitation for a short time and sparing your valuable time to share your insights with us. I welcome you, sir, on my personal behalf and behalf of entire PGDAV College family. I thank you, sir, and welcome again.
So before we move ahead, we would like to share a few important instructions for today's session.
We kindly request all participants to keep their cameras switched on and microphones switched off throughout the webinar to ensure a smooth and disciplined session.
At the end of the webinar, there will be a question and answer session where participants will get an opportunity to interact directly with our esteemed speaker.
With this, we now invite Dr. Ashutosh sir to kindly take over the session and enlighten us with this expert talk.
Thank you. Thank you, Vandit. Thank you very much. Hope I am audible and my PPT is visible to everyone.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Thank you. So today, artificial intelligence is no longer limited to research or you think experimental systems. It has become an integral part of our day-to-day life, whether it is through search engines, recommendation system, healthcare diagnosis, financial system, smart cities, autonomous vehicles, or decision support tools. So AI is increasingly influencing how decisions are made, often by scale and a speed far beyond human capability. However, along with these benefits, we are also witnessing growing concerns. Many AI systems behave like black boxes where even developers cannot clearly explain how a decision is made. Issues such as bias predictions, lack of transparency, privacy violations, hallucinated output, security vulnerabilities, and ethical misuse are becoming common. So in critical domains like healthcare, finance, education, and governance, even small errors can have serious real-world consequences. So this is the major part, and this is the main theme of to ensure safe and trusted AI principles and practices. So these are the contents we understand AI safety, trust in AI systems, regulatory frameworks, best practices for AI development, stakeholder collaboration, the role of education, future of safe and trusted AI. So the core idea is it is not enough for AI system to be intelligent. They must be safe and trustworthy. Safe AI is referred to the systems that are reliable, robust, secure, and do not cause unintended harm. Trusted AI refer to the systems that are transparent, fair, explainable, accountable, and aligned with human values. So the major concern are why trust is a fundamental requirement. The key principle of trusted AI, such as fairness, explainability, robustness, privacy, and accountability, why it is important. The major risks and challenges, including bias, model, hallucination, adversarial attacks, and lack of interpretability. And finally, the best practices and framework used today to build responsible AI systems. So as AI systems become more, you can say, more powerful in today's era, and they are increasingly being deployed in high-stakes environments such as healthcare, diagnosis, financial decision-making, autonomous vehicles, cybersecurity, military systems, and smart infrastructure. In such domain, even a small error or unintended behavior can lead to serious consequences, including financial loss, physical harm, or large scale social impact. If you want to ensure safety in AI development, it is crucial to prevent unintended consequences that could harm users or society. So AI safety is therefore not just about preventing system failure, it is about ensuring that AI behaves in a way that is aligned with human intention, values, and societal norms. So a safe AI system should operate reliable under different conditions, handle unexpected input gracefully, and avoid producing harmful or misleading outcomes. So one of the first key concept in AI safety is robustness. So robust AI systems should continue to perform correctly even when the input data is noisy, incomplete, alignment between the system and the human intervention. So there is the need of human intervention or controlled human intervention in the AI system. So alignment means that the goal of the AI system should match the goal of human. For example, if an AI system is adapted or designed to optimize efficiency, it should not do so at the cost of fairness, safety, or ethical consideration. Misaligned AI system can behave in an unexpected or even you can say in a harmful way. Because sometimes, suppose that you are using chat gpt and you are giving some prompt on chat gpt, sometimes the results are accurate and sometimes it might not be accurate. So we also talk about fail safe behavior. When AI system fail, they should fail safely. This means they should either alert a human operator, degrade gracefully, or switch to a safe mode rather than making any dangerous or you can say uninterrupted decisions. So finally, an increasingly important concept is human in the loop control. AI should not operate in complete isolation, especially in sensitive domains. Human oversight allows experts to monitor, decision, correct errors, and take responsibility when required. So we can see that the main importance of AI safety lies in the fact that the AI system are becoming decision maker, not just a tool, or it can be used safely with some protocols, with some rules, and it should be controlled with humans or human intervention is important. Or you can say the central part is the human always. So as AI becomes deeply embedded in decision making, there are some risks associated with AI also. So the major risks are ethical concern and security vulnerabilities. Security vulnerabilities can be, or you can say it can be categorized in different parts like cyber attack, data breaches, manipulation, or any trust issue. So decision-making process across sector like healthcare, finance, education, governance, and law enforcement should provide some protocols or regulatory phenomena to deal these type of categories that go beyond traditional software system. So these risks are primarily ethical, social, and security related, and they can significantly affect individual, organizations, and society as a whole. From an ethical perspective, one of the most serious risks is bias and discrimination. AI system learn from historic data and that data contains social biases related to gender, race, age, or socio-economic background. They may unintentionally reinforce or even amplify those biases. This can lead to unfair decisions in area like recruitment, credit approval, or you can say transactions data or criminal risk assessment, or there are several sectors where these things should be taken or these things should be adopted with the higher precision, because in medical domain the precision is very important. So you can see another ethical concern is lack of transparency and explainability. Many AI models, especially deep learning systems, function as black box. When a user cannot understand how decision was made, it becomes difficult to trust the system. So validation is also important. Challenging the incorrect outcomes or ensuring accountability is also important. So this is particularly dangerous in sensitive domains such as medical diagnosis or legal decision support system. So privacy is also critical ethical risk. AI systems often rely on large scale personal data, including biometric, behavioral, and location data. So improper data handling, weak anomalization, or excessive data collection can lead to violation of individual privacy. and misuse of sensitive information also. So on the security side, AI introduced entirely new attack surfaces. One major vulnerability is adversarial attack, where carefully crafted inputs can manipulate. So data poisoning, data injection, model theft, or reverse engineering should be taken as a model behavior. So this can compromise the integrity of the entire system without being easily detected. So AI systems are also, you can say, on risk to model theft and reverse engineering, where attackers attempt to extract sensitive model parameters, proprietary logic, or training data through repeated queries. So additional autonomous AI system can become targeted to the automation abuse. So it is also important that if you secure the system that may be targeted by any cyber attackers or any data breaches or manipulation, there there is the need to trust, there is the need of a trust-based framework or a safety-based framework where different type of ethical implication should be applied before you can use your AI system for different tasks. So trust in AI refer to the degree of which user, organization, and society felt confident that an AI system is reliable, fair, transparent, secure, and aligned with human values. Even the most advanced AI technology will fail to achieve meaningful impact if people do not trust their decision or intentions. So one of the primary foundation of trust is transparency and explainability. Transparency means ensuring that users understand how algorithms make decisions, increasing their confidence in AI systems. So allowing users to have control over their data and informing them about how it is used, fostering a sense of output and trust. So it is the fundamental foundation of trust where you can say users should be able to understand, users should be able to understand how an AI system reaches its consequences, or you can say how AI can how AI can behave when performing different type of tasks, because there are so many tasks which can be done through different large language model or AI based system. So it is very important to ensure that how algorithm make decisions, increasing their confidence in AI systems, user empowerment, allowing user to have control over their data and informing them about how it is used, fostering a sense of ownership and trust-based system. So another key factor is, you can say, transparency with fairness and bias mitigation is also important, because AI system must be trained on diverse, representative, and high quality data to avoid discriminatory outcomes. Regular audits, bias detections, tools, and fairness metrics are essential to ensure that AI does not reinforce social inequalities. When users see that AI treat individual equitably, then their confidence should be increased. And how it will be increased? Because of the reliability and robustness framework. So reliability and robustness are also crucial for trust. AI system must perform consistently across different environment and under varying conditions. This should be reliable to noise, unexpected input, and real world uncertainties. A system that behaves unpredictably, or you can say it fails frequently, will quickly lose under confidence. From a security standpoint, trust requires strong protection mechanisms. User must feel assured that AI systems are resistant to cyber attack, data breaches, and adversarial manipulation. Secure data handling, encrypted storage, access control, and continuous vulnerability assessment are essential components of trustworthy in AI. So from a security standpoint, you can say trust requires a strong protection mechanism. User must feel assured. Human oversight play a vital role also in trust building. AI should support human decision making rather than fully replace it in its critical task. The presence of human in the loop again is important when you handle transparency and user empowerment, or you can say if you want to enforce user empowerment and consent, then again human in the loop is the major factor. Or finally, in transparency and user empowerment, you can say trust is strengthened through ethical governance and regulation. There should be some specific protocols, and these protocols should vary based on the domain specific nature. Because if you consider hospital data, then the nature of protocol should be different. If you can consider education domain, then the nature of decision or decision making priorities should be different. So clear policies, legal framework, and standard such as AI ethics guidelines, responsible AI principles, and compliance with data protection law provide institutional assurance that AI systems are being developed responsibly. So building trust in AI is not achieved through technology alone. It requires a holistic approach that combines transparency, fairness, security, reliability, human control, and ethical governance. It is very important. So when users understand AI, feel protected by it, and see that it is aligned with their value, trust naturally emerges, enabling AI to access safely. The next part is access. The next part is assessing trustworthiness. So what is trustworthiness? So there are different standards measures to evaluate trust. So basically, in my opinion, if you want to evaluate the trust of any AI system, it is important to evaluate the same system using human intervention and the same system with AI mechanism or anything autonomous. So as assessing trustworthiness means evaluating an AI system behave in a way that is reliable, fair, transparent, secure, and aligned with ethical and societal expectation. To generate these data sets should be considered for the same generation if we generate a human generated data set or if you consider a human generated data set. The factors should be similar. Then the mapping based on the outcome will be compared, and you can say yes, it is comparable with human intervention. So the primary dimension of trustworthiness is accuracy and reliability. The system must consistently produce correct and stable output, and it should be human. It should be matched with human generated content also. So this is typically evaluated using performance metrics like accuracy, precision, recall, F1 score, robustness test, and stress testing. So if an AI system performs well only under ideal condition, but fails in real world scenarios, it cannot be considered trustworthy. Another critical aspect is explainability and interpretability. Trustworthy AI systems should provide understandable explanation for their decisions, especially in high impact domains like healthcare, finance, education, and criminal justice. Techniques such as feature importing, model visualization, and explainable AI framework help user understand why a particular decision are made, making the system more transparent and auditable. Then fairness and bias evaluation. Because you want to create a channel for user to provide feedback on AI interaction, enhancing system improvement and user satisfaction over time. So if you want to enable user to make informed choices, fairness and bias evaluation is also central to assessing trust. AI model must be treated for biased outcomes across different demographic groups. This involves using fairness metrics, bias detection tools, demographic parity analysis to ensure that the system does not disadvantage certain individuals or communities. Because everything is trained. Because if you work on the model or if you work on the AI system or AI framework, they should be tested on demographic parity analysis, because a trustworthy system is one that promotes inclusivity and equity. So it is the major task when you want to develop standardized measurement to evaluate AI framework based on some performance or reliability factors. So from a security perspective, trustworthiness requires resilience against attack and misuse. This includes testing the system for vulnerabilities, testing the system on adversarial attack, testing the system on data poisoning, testing the system on model inversion, privacy leakage. So security, or if you want to secure AI system, must protect your sensitive data and prevent unauthorized access also, or any type of manipulation also. So another important element is accountability and governance. Trustworthy AI system should have clear responsibility structures, including documentation, audit trails, and compliance with ethical guidelines and legal standards. So organization must be able to explain who is responsible for the system. Because if AI is responsible, there is some other factor. Those factors should be responsible towards your outcome. So finally, human-centered evaluation plays a vital role because user studies, stakeholder feedback, usability testing, how people or human beings perceive and interact with the AI system should be secure, and trust is not only based on technicality, it is psychological and social also. So if you involve human in the loop, then another important point is importance of regulation, because you want to protect users and society. You want to encourage responsible innovation because you want to make a robust regulatory framework which promotes innovation by providing companies with a clear structure to develop technologies, responsibilities, and ethics. So regulation plays a critical role in safeguarding users' rights and ensuring societal safety by establishing clear guidelines and standards. So as AI system become increasingly integrated into different sectors, and sometimes in the critical sectors also, like healthcare and finance. Okay? Then if you consider education, transportation, law enforcement, governance, their decisions have direct consequences, and their decisions have direct and significant impact on human lives. So it is very important for protecting users and society with some rights and ensuring societal safety by establishing clear guidelines and standards. So without proper regulatory frameworks, AI can unintentionally cause human, or you can say harm through biased decisions, privacy violations, security risk, or misuse of autonomous system. One of the key role of regulation is to protect fundamental human rights. AI system often process large volume of personal and sensitive data, making issues like data privacy, consent, and surveillance highly relevant. So regulations such as General Data Protection Regulation, emerging AI laws, US laws, to maintain the control over their data and organization should be imposed properly, should be imposed, and it should not be biased. And it may be different from different demographic countries, or if you consider different countries, because there are several factors that may affect. So it may be different. So another critical aspect of regulation is ensuring fairness and accountability. Regulation standards require organizations to document how AI systems are designed, trained, and evaluated. This promotes transparency and allows for auditing of decisions, especially in high-risk applications like credit scoring, recruitment, and criminal justice. When something goes wrong, regulation helps identifying responsibility and enable corrective action, because a robust regulatory framework promotes innovation by providing companies with a clear structure. When you want to develop a technology responsibility, then a clear guidelines is important. Another critical aspect of regulation is ensuring fairness and accountability. Regulatory standard requires organizations to document how AI systems are designed, how you are training, because in nowadays, different companies have already developed their own GPT version, their own GPT. So if you are designed AI system, so there is a need of document how your AI systems are designed, trained, and evaluated. And what is the purpose? What is the purpose? Is the purpose ethical? So these type of things promotes transparency and allows for auditing of decisions, especially in high-risk application like credit scoring, recruitment, and criminal justice. When something goes wrong, regulation help identify responsibility and enable corrective actions. Regulation also plays a major role in risk management and safety assurance. Safety guidelines require rigorous testing, validation, and monitoring of AI system before and after deployment. This reduces the chances of unpredictable behavior, system failure, or harmful outcomes. In autonomous systems, such as self-driving car or medical diagnosis tool, regulation can save life. So from a societal perspective, regulation help build public trust in AI technology, which is very important. It also encourages responsible innovation. Innovation is always responsible because if you believe that regulations progress, well-designed policy should be governed with prompt, sustainable, and ethical innovation guidelines. This allows companies, sectors, or you can say startups and researchers to innovate confidently without crossing ethical or legal limits. So you can say regulation ensures global coordination and standardization. AI is global technology and inconsistent policy across country can lead to misuse, inequality, and regulatory gap. International cooperation through organization and standard bodies help align ethical practice and technical requirement. So the current regulations are overview of global regulation, future direction in AI regulation. These regulations provide that there is the need to review various regulatory approaches adopted by those companies, those healthcare institutions, and highlighting differences and similarities across different jurisdictions, across different demographics. So exploring potential advancement and challenges based on these changes in AI regulation that aim to address emerging challenges and promote ethical AI development also. The first and foremost, one of the most influential regulatory framework in the world is the European Union Artificial Intelligence Act. This proposed regulation takes a risk-based approach, classifying AI system into categories. For example, unacceptable risk, high risk, limited risk, minimal risk. So they are categorized. So system that poses unacceptable risk, such as social scoring by governments, are strictly banned, while high-risk system must undergo conformity assessment, documentation, transparency, reporting, and continuous monitoring. So the AI Act is widely regarded as the first comprehensive legal binding attempt to regulate AI at the continental level and has set a precedence for other reasons. The second is the GDPR, that is General Data Protection Regulation by the European Union. Again, it continues to be a cornerstone of AI regulation where personal data is concerned. Their main task is to secure personal data. How personal data is stored in AI system? How AI system will evaluate these data? So GDPR, the task of GDPR is to enforce principles such as data minimization, approaches adopted worldwide which are highlighting their differences and similarities across different countries. So data minimization, process limitation, and another thing is to informed consent regarding your private data is important. Is also give individual rights such as access, rectification, right to reject, right to object if anything is wrong from the automated decision making. So when the AI system process personal data, they must be complied with strong privacy statement, or you can say privacy protection. So the major task of European Union by GDPR or by AI Act, they want to protect your personal information with strong privacy guidelines, with strong privacy regulatory guidelines. So in the United States, the regulatory approach is more sectoral and decentralized. Instead of a single comprehensive AI law, there are different AI laws by different existing companies. So one major law which are followed by different organizations, that is NIST, that is National Institute of Standard and Technology Law, and the Federal Trade Commission. So NIST has developed an AI risk management framework to help organizations identify, assess, and mitigate AI risk. While the FTC, that is Federal Trade Commission, has taken enforcement against actions against unfair or deceptive AI practices under consumer protection laws. So several countries in Asia have also introduced regulation or strategies for AI governance. For example, China New Generation Artificial Intelligence Development Plan emphasize ethics and security, and the PIPL, that is Personal Information Protection Law, imposes a strict rule on AI system, then use personal data. Similarly, JAS, that is Japanese AI strategies, Singapore Model AI. It is very important to collaborate because if you collaborate, it will engage diverse perspective. You will enhance innovation through collaboration because it fosters creativity by pooling knowledge, resources, and skills, resulting in innovative solution to complex challenges. Because education plays a fundamental role because AI safety and trust are not only technical challenges, but also human, social, and ethical challenges. So inviting several collaborators is very important. Is very important. So collaborate and educate is the main responsible, is the essential for training responsible AI professional. So future engineers, data scientists, and researchers must be trained not only in machine learning algorithm, artificial intelligence algorithm, or any data science algorithm, but also in ethics, fairness, explainability, cybersecurity, regulatory compliance, data drifting, and some concept for some concept or some mechanism to solve integration of interdisciplinary topics like AI ethics, human-centered design, social impact, technical technical curricula. So education also enables a organizational capacity building. Institution and company need trained staff who understand AI governance, risk assessment, and compliance framework. So it is very important when you building partnership. Industry and academia collaboration is very important. Public and private partnerships is also important because it leverages the strength of both sectors to achieve common goals, optimize resource use, and address societal needs effectively. So if you consider industry with education, it means industry and academic perspective, then there are a lot of opportunities for research, practical applications, and the development of future talent in relevant fields. So it emphasizes the role of education development because it is crucial, or you can say it is a curriculum for ethical AI training because these curriculums should incorporate topics on fairness, accountability, and transparency. So you can say the important role of education is in policy and leadership development because education promotes lifelong learning and adaptability. AI technology evolves rapidly and continuous learning is required to keep pace with new risks, tools, and ethical challenges. So professional development programs, workshops, certification, and public awareness initiatives are essential for keeping society prepared to think on different experiences, or you can say in to promote critical thinking about ethical dilemmas in AI technologies. Then public awareness is also important. Community outreach or educational resources based on initiative which should aim to engage the public through events, discussion, fostering and understanding AI impact on daily to daily life. So the future of AI is depend on the awareness, community outreach initiative, and educational resources to aware AI technologies, emphasizing safe and responsible use. So if you include AI in healthcare and safety, the integration of AI in healthcare enhances patient outcome by improving diagnostic, personalizing treatment plans, and increase operational efficiency in medical facility. So you understand that autonomous system and their implications are very bright, but self-driving, self, some safety concerns, regulatory issues, and ethical consideration should be considered because if we plan AI integration in long-term vision, there is a responsible AI framework where the system are transparent, accountable for their task, and it should be aligned with societal values to mitigate risk and foster trust. It is also crucial to involve younger generation in discussion about AI ethics, preparing them to think critically about the implication of AI technology and the role in shaping a responsible future. So the future of AI will be characterized by deeper integration into everyday life. AI system will increasingly support healthcare diagnostic, autonomous transportation, personalization, education, smart cities, finance services, and public governance. So as AI become more autonomous and influential, the importance of safety, trust, accountability, you can say ethics responsibility will grow exponentially. So the key trends, in my opinion, which shape the future is the advancement of explainable and interpretable AI, which should be controlled or human-centered and value-assigned AI. The future system will be designed to complement human intelligence, respect cultural diversity, and support ethical decision-making. The focus will shift from purely performance-driven AI to AI that prioritize fairness. Output is not important. Fair output is important. Accountable output is important. Inclusivity, well-being, and social good. So education, workforce development will continue to be critical. The future of trusted AI depend on AI literate professional and informed citizen who can critically evaluate, regulate, and ethical use intelligence system. So finally, I can say the future will require a shift toward collaborative AI ecosystem. Governments, academia, industry, and civil society must work together to share knowledge, risk, and best practices. So the future of safe and trusted AI is not just about smart machine, it is about building responsible, intelligent system that enhance human life without compromising dignity, security, or fairness. The success is completely reliant of AI will ultimately be measured by how powerful it becomes, but how safely and ethically it serves the humanity. So from these words, thank you.
Thank you, sir, for such an insightful session. Now we open the stage for any questions. You may ask your questions by raising your hands or through the chat box. Yes, Kaushal?
Good afternoon, sir. Sir, my question is, sir, what risks come with using AI in power system like power grids, and how can we manage them safely?
Actually, when you are using any AI system, either for any domain, if you consider human in loop, then it will be controlled. If we specifically say that power system using ChatGPT, it means uh, it refers to the potential technical, operational, cyber security, and decision making risks that arise when large language models like ChatGPT, Claude, or DeepSeek are used in power system. So you want to use LLMs for load forecasting, fault diagnosis, energy management system, smart grid decision system, renewable energy, or you can say predictive maintenance. So you should consider risk factors. For example, hallucination, lack of domain grounding, no real-time awareness, overgeneration, black box reasoning. So you should generate two type of data set. One data set should be generated by any autonomous framework or any intelligent framework. And the second data set should be generated by human being, or it may be used any available data set you can use. And then you consider the factors like hallucinations, overgeneralization, trust factors, and then compare it. After comparing, you are able to find out those factors which are mismatched or maybe biased. Based on that, you can design or develop a framework which are capable for your task.
Anyone else there? Rimmi Jan, ma'am, to kindly propose formal vote of thanks.
Good afternoon, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Thanks, Mandit, for inviting me for a formal vote of thanks. Respected Principal Sir, Professor R.K. Gupta, esteemed Speaker, Dr. Ashutosh Kumar Dubiji, honorable faculty members, coordinators, and dear participants. On behalf of Skill Innovation and Entrepreneurship Cell, in collaboration with Institutions Innovation Council, Commerce Association, and Students Association for Verbal Interaction Savvy of PGDAV College Evening, University of Delhi, it gives me great pleasure to propose the vote of thanks for today's webinar on the topic Safe and Trusted AI. We express our sincere gratitude to our distinguished speaker, Dr. Ashutosh Kumar Dubeji, Associate Professor, Department of Computer Science, School of Engineering and Technology, Chitkara University, Himachal Pradesh, for sharing his valuable knowledge and expertise with us. His insightful discussion on the ethical and responsible use of artificial intelligence has broadened our perspective and strengthened our understanding of this important subject. During his presentation, he clearly explained the concept of AI safety and its significance in preventing unintended consequences that may impact users and society. He further highlighted key principles such as robustness, reliability, transparency, and fairness, which are essential for building safe and trustworthy AI systems. The session was not only informative but also thought provoking, encouraging participants to reflect on the social and ethical responsibilities associated with artificial intelligence. His use of visual content and practical examples made the session more engaging and easier to comprehend for everyone present. We would like to acknowledge the dedicated efforts of the organizing bodies SIEC, IIC, Commerce Association, and SAVI, whose commitment, coordination, and teamwork ensured the smooth conduct of this academic event. We are also thankful to our respected faculty members, coordinators for their continuous guidance, encouragement, and support throughout the planning and execution of this webinar. Our special thanks go to all the participants and students for their active presence and enthusiastic participation, which added great value to this session and made it truly interactive. Once again, we extend our heartfelt appreciation to our speaker, organizing committees, faculty members, and all attendees for contributing to the success of this webinar. We hope to continue organizing such meaningful and knowledge encouraging programs in the future with you, sir. With these words, thank you everyone and have a pleasant day ahead. Over to you, Vandit.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Let's just wrap up.
Governance